In today's video, I'm going to show you two bottle kits that I put together and that I use in the woods when I'm out hiking and scouting around, and I'm going to tell you why I think these things are such a great idea to have in your kit, and I'll show you what exactly I carry in mine. Stick around. Boiling. So there's a lot of options for carrying your gear when you're out on the trail. And one thing that I always am trying to do is to lighten my load a little bit. Backpacks are great. You can carry so much stuff in them. But sometimes just for a quick scout or maybe a hike, especially if you're away from camp, you know, a haversack or a backpack starts to become very cumbersome, and it's just you end up taking more than you actually need. And what I've been finding is that bottle kits, canteen kits, and bottle bags work really well for taking along on trips, keeping them stashed in my truck, and then when I find trails or places that I want to go explore quickly and not be gone long term, I can carry some essential gear with me that I could make some coffee or even have a light lunch. So let's take a look at these two very different kits, what I have in them, what the components are, and see if this gives you some ideas for building your own bottle kit. So I got two different kits set up, and this one I actually did a video on a similar setup. It was the same bag, a few different components, but it was a canteen survival kit. But this one has been changed a little bit and is primarily just a canteen with a stove and a couple items that go with it, because all that stuff takes up so much room, and this is a much smaller, compact kit. But this actually makes a very nice cook kit for camping, bushcrafting, whatever. So what this is kind of a hodgepodge of items that I've put together that I feel work really well together. This by no means is the best stuff. You can, you know, choose whatever you want, but these are things that I've collected over the year and have kind of put together and assembled, and they seem to work pretty well for me. So the first thing is, this pouch is from Vulcan. They came out with this a little while ago. I believe it comes in multicam and then this multicam black. It's a nice canteen pouch, and it's better than a lot of the ones I've seen on the market. It has some nice features. It has a very generous front pocket for storing your stove or different essentials. It has a side pocket that's long, so you can fit a spoon or a multi-tool. And then the back of it is MOLLE, so you can, or PALS, so you can attach that to the side of a larger pack. A fastening strap that goes over the top of the canteen holds that in, and then you can cinch down the pouch with these, so pull those in, make that nice and tight, and that'll bring that in. And it even comes with a removable handle that's actually braided 550 cord. I don't use that. I didn't really care for that, so I removed it on mine. So that's the pouch, and then it does come with a shoulder strap, but I've upgraded mine to a little bit better strap. It was a little bit wider and a little bit longer. This is a Maxpedition strap, but it does come with a strap. And then the canteen system that I'm using is something that I've shown in the past in other videos. This is from Gritter. This is their titanium canteen. Now, this canteen is very similar, if not the same, as a lot of other titanium canteens that you see on the market. I think Vulcan makes one exactly like this. Maybe they're all made in the same factory. I really don't know, but it's a decent canteen kit. But it has your titanium canteen, a lid, a very generous titanium cup with butterfly handles, and I like these kind of handles because you can actually get your hand in there. And then it comes with a secondary cup, which is kind of ingenious, so you can have your coffee in one, have your soup in the other, whatever. It just gives you some more options for cooking. And then on the side pouch, I've added this titanium spork. So a small titanium spork fits in there. And then what I've used the front pouch for on this particular kit is a stove. And this is the Fire Dragon stove from BCB. I've done videos on this in the past. It's a great stove. It burns alcohol gel tabs. But it's a very large stove, so it takes up almost the entire size of this pouch. And then, of course, thrown in a Bic lighter. And then with the canteen cup from Gritter, they actually have a system to hang it and use it as a bail, so you can hang this over a fire if you want to. So I threw that in there as well. So this is a very basic canteen cook kit. This is something that I'd probably more utilize while at camp, where I have more stuff in my pack, like my food and my survival items. Now this kit is much more of a standalone kit. It has a lot of items in it that can be utilized as survival items in case I need them. But the primary use of it is that it's going to hold my water bottle, my stove, my pot, and allow me to, make some coffee, cook some ramen, whatever, while I'm out on trail, and not have to carry a huge backpack system with me. It is probably as light as I would want to go with one of these kits. The bottle pouch is from Condor. This is their newer bottle pouch, and it's a really nice pouch because it has the Moly laser cut panel on the front, the sides, and the back. So that allows you to customize it, add any pouches you want. And what's cool about this is how this opens up. It's this U-shaped zipper. It comes all the way down, and it allows that pouch to open all the way up. And now you can access the contents of the pouch very easily and get these things in and out quickly. So with the older Condor bottle pouches, once you get those filled up, it gets kind of hard to get the bottle in the cup out because you get everything jammed in there, and you got to stick your hand in there and pull it out. This is nice because you can unzip this thing and see exactly what you're working with. Now this particular bottle and pot that I'm using, I've done videos on this before. This is the Stanley Adventure Cup, and then I'm using the Nalgene tapered stainless steel single wall bottle, so I can boil water in this as well on a fire. And then what I do is I have a little windscreen. I think this came with a alcohol stove I had years ago, and I just rubber band that to the outside of my cup, and I'll show you why I do that and what I use that for. But here's my cup. Pretty well used. Had this for many years. Comes with a great lid. But now I have a very sturdy, capable stainless steel bottle and cup to cook in. Of course, there's a lot of different cup combinations out on the market. Self-Reliance Outfitters carries them. There's a bunch on Amazon. A lot of different companies are selling them, so it's kind of whatever you want, but this is my kit that I put together. And then in here I've also added the fish mouth spreader, so that's for hanging the bottle over a fire. Once you take that cap off, you put that inside, and that allows you to hang that over an open fire and then get it out very easily. The spoon is just a very nondescript tablespoon that I got somewhere, but it's stainless as well. But I like it because it's long, so it actually allows me to get to the bottom of the contents of this cup when I'm cooking something. It comes with this carry handle, which is perfect. Velcro field up here. I added this patch panel just so I could throw my patch on it. It did not come with a shoulder strap, which I thought was kind of weird because the other Condor bottle pouches do. This one does not, so I happen to have this one. but that allows you to add whatever, strap system you want. And then what I did with mine is I used 2 USGI Army issue double magazine pouches in woodland camo, and I attached those to the side. They fit perfectly. And this allows me to expand this pouch and carry a lot more gear with me when I'm in the woods. So on this side, I have some Band-Aids just to treat some minor wounds in case something happens. Got a small hunk of 550 cord. An emergency space blanket. Some disposable emergency ponchos. I think there's actually 2 in here, maybe just 1. No, it's just 1. So it's an emergency poncho. So it's it's kind of a single-use thing, very thin, very cheap, but great life insurance. I mean, this can actually help you out pretty well. And then the more unique item I have in here, this is from Leicester River Bushcraft, and they produce this very cool folding saw. And I don't know if he has these on his site anymore, if they're still available or if they're sold out. His stuff kind of tends to sell out pretty quickly, but I love this thing because it's got this kind of Kydex handle, but it's utilizing an Irwin saw, and this is a wood and metal saw, and it works pretty well. But what's so cool about it is it's very compact and flat. Doesn't take up a lot of room, doesn't weigh very much, so then I got a nice little compact saw. And then he also sells these little tabs that you can put on your knives or your kit. But what this is it's an emergency fire starter. So if you pull back and open up the shrink tubing, there is tinder material in here, and that'll allow you to start a fire. So really cool item. In this side pouch, I have a small fire steel with striker. I have a tin that I've put some tinder materials in, some fire starting materials. So I've got a couple pieces of fat wood. I have my UCO waterproof matches. And then I got some homemade tinder tabs. These are basically just wax impregnated cotton. So it gives me a way to start a fire in multiple ways. And plus I have a tin that I can utilize if I need to make char material. I can do that. Is my Espit stove. This is an old one. This is actually a German issue one, military issue. But the Espit stoves are great just because they're so compact. You can store the fuel inside them, so you're not taking up a lot of additional room in your kit. They work very well. And just a little tip or trick with these: if you want to add some sticks or other fuel to the inside of the stove as it's burning, you can do that. It works just fine. So it gives you a couple options when heating up your stuff. And back here I got a little flashlight. This is a ThruNite. I think that's the T12 or something like that. Just a nice little single AAA battery light, very bright. Gives me a light source. And then I have this very cool sheath that a buddy of mine made, Ugly Tent. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, I will have a link down below. Check his channel out. He's got some great content, but he actually makes these, and it holds a single Bic lighter. So cool item. So hopefully this video gave you some ideas. Lots of options out there. Links down below for everything. As always, thank you so much for watching my channel. Be sure and check out the links down below. Amazon store has a lot of the stuff in it. My Facebook group is huge. It's like 19.5 thousand members, so people are posting stuff all the time. Instagram, as well as preparedwanderer.com, which has articles and photos and links to a lot of different stuff. and also the links to buying Prepared Wanderer swag, patches, and stickers, which helps out the channel. As always, thank you so much, and we will see you next time on the Prepared Wanderer.